time, September 22nd, 2023. The great and wonderful Oz, ALO DEWINTER, has what will prove to be one day the most important interview that ALO DEWINTER ever does in the Philippines genre, where he will, at that time, 2 p.m. Philippines time, interview a defendant in a case ongoing for several years and ask the defendant the hard questions. We don't know what those questions will be, but they could include: how did the case come about? Was there an offer in arbitration? If the offer existed, how much was the offer to dismiss the case on both sides? Did or does the defendant admit to the crimes that have been attributed to the case? These questions and many more will be addressed by the great ALO DEWINTER, and I should add that he did in fact abscond, which is another word for theft, which is another word.
Today I'm going to introduce a super powerful
for secretly going behind the backs of a dozen people that wanted this interview, and somehow ALO DEWINTER absconded with the ability to do the interview itself, which made not only John Blaze and Roberto and several other bloggers mad and jealous that ALO somehow got this interview where they failed. Well, to those people I will make a brief statement, and that is as follows. By far, ALO DEWINTER is the smartest man, or one of the 3 smartest men I have ever met in my life. But those 2 people are not on YouTube. ALO DEWINTER is the smartest man in the YouTube genre, by far. Not only his spelling and his ability to, let's just say that you asked ALO a math question, like how much approximately, if I tell you a loaf of bread costs 100 pesos, approximately how many dollars is that? ALO will come to an immediate conclusion that that's a little less than $2, where others have failed on that same exact math question. ALO was able to answer that within seconds when I asked him the question. Understanding this, that his math level, his English level, his reading and writing and comprehension skills are far superior to anyone else on YouTube that I've ever met, except for Scott Del Fuego. Scott Del Fuego, on a level of English and math, would equal ALO. It would be a tough race down the track. It would be nose and nose, and it would be a photo finish, and it would be a tie at the end of the day. Only Scott Del Fuego has the same math and English skills. Scott Del Fuego is also a genius and a wordsmith. But that's not the topic of today's show. The topic of today's show is, in fact, that at 2 p.m. Philippines time, there will be an interview with a man who has been accused for 3 years, going on 4 years, of slander, of libel, cyber libel. And just this week, apparently, according to the great ALO DeWinter show yesterday, the lawyer of the defendant has allowed the defendant to go to a public interview of his choice. And that man named Darrell, and I don't know his last name, Darrell has decided to take the great Wizard of Oz, I mean ALO DeWinter, as his interviewer, and thus, if there are any questions, I will answer them in the chat. Otherwise, I want you guys in America to go to sleep and set your alarm clock for 1:55 a.m. so that you can see history in the making. Although, I would also add that ALO DeWinter is now being unjustly, and I say unjustly because there is no proof. ALO DeWinter, the great ALO DeWinter, the Wizard of Oz, ALO DeWinter, has been unjustly accused of forcing a great YouTuber off of YouTube because of his interview yesterday and because of what he posted in the interview. And I say that is baloney. I say it is a false statement. Nobody in this world could ever force another YouTuber to get off YouTube unless they chose to. So I decided to go to that great and wonderful YouTuber's channel and check on that, where I had several of those videos from that channel up on the board or the top of the screen or the bank on top of the screen. And when I clicked on those videos, it said, this video is private. When I clicked on another video, it showed you the video. But when I refreshed the page, it said this video is private. When I clicked on a third video and refreshed the page, it said this video is private. When I clicked on the channel that I had opened up to see the live stream in the toolbar, the live stream and a dozen other videos appeared on the page. But when I clicked refresh the page, it said this channel does not exist. So, I don't believe for a second the Wizard of ALO DeWinter had anything to do with the removal of the channel. I do believe that it's your option as a YouTuber to make the channel private. And that is what in fact happened. So stop blaming ALO DeWinter, the great ALO DeWinter, the Wizard of YouTube, ALO DeWinter. Stop blaming him for the destruction of another man's livelihood. He does not deserve that. He is my friend, and I refuse to allow anybody to blame him for something that appears to be the channel owner's choice to make the channel private. Thank you. The DNC. Very green. When you say green, DNC, do you mean Super Chat green? Or do you mean green as in envy? Which is it, DNC? Because I don't see any Super Chat, so it must be green with envy. You are, in fact, green with envy of the great and wonderful Oz, ALO DeWinter. Is it green with envy or is it green with Super Chat? That's what we need to know. Scott Del Fuego says, an ALO DeWinter interview skills make Barbara Walters look like he is Joe Rogan-esque, hard-hitting questionnaire. Keeps the interview moving while hitting the salient points. DNC says, green with envy. I wish I was ALO, says DNC. And I, too, wish I was more ALO-esque. He has skills that no one knows about. He also has a rubber toy factory that sells rubber toys worldwide. You people can only wish that you got to be in his testing laboratory where those toys are tested and retested on live participating participants. And ALO supersedes all of the testing of the rubber toys. And he himself can also get involved with the testing of the rubber toys. That is why DNC is green with envy. Everybody with half a brain would agree it would be better to be more like ALO than not be more like ALO. Any more questions? Oh, I see the chat is building up. Bob Skilton with the knowledge. With the knowledge. Thanks for stopping by, Bob Skilton. DNC, thank you for stopping by. I will go now. I will rest my mind because what is about to happen at 2 p.m. Philippines time is going to be YouTube history, and I want all of you to be able to take a nap so that you can see this clearly now. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the great and wonderful Wizard of Oz, ALO DeWinter, YouTube extraordinaire at 2 p.m. Philippines time. Thanks for watching, and of course, we will see you later. Bye-bye for now.